everyone, and welcome back to my channel where I talk about all things sustainable, eco-friendly, and consumer conscious. Today I'm going to show you how to refresh beeswax wraps. If you are new to my channel, thank you for joining me, and if you like this video, consider subscribing down below, liking this video, and also pressing the notification bell that tells you when I post new videos. If you are already a subscriber, thank you for joining me once again, and I hope you really enjoy this video. So I'm sure you're all experiencing, because you are good citizens, a little bit of social distancing right now. So this would be actually a really good activity to do while being stuck at home. So beeswax wraps are fabric that is coated in beeswax. If you are vegan, of course, you don't have to use beeswax, and there are soy wax wraps that are on sale, and then you can use soy wax to refresh these wraps. But I know that these were made using beeswax, and I have easy access to beeswax because I live in Poland, and Poland is really famous for making a lot of honey. So they have a lot of beeswax that is really cheap, easily available in bulk, and you know, it's a reusable material that is not harmful in any way. And it's also natural. So for me, beeswax wraps really do represent the beginning of my journey towards like low waste, zero waste-ish life, because these came into the world, into my world, about 5 years ago. Somebody showed them to me and I just like couldn't believe that they exist. They're such a great idea, and I've been using them ever since. So these are a great alternative to either plastic wrapping or Ziploc bags or any sort of plastic covering that you might be using for bowls. So they will adhere to bowls, they will adhere to like loaf pans, and they will also contain fruits and vegetables and leftovers really well. They don't smell like anything other than beeswax, and that's why I really enjoy them, and I actually really like the smell of beeswax. But if you don't, again, you can use soy wax. Just make sure whatever you're using is a natural material, because this will be coming into contact with food. So without any more introduction, let's get into the process. So here we are. This is what you will need. You will need your used beeswax wrap, and you will also need a little bit of wax. This is the wax that I'm using. I just got it in bulk. I ordered it online, and it came from like a local bee farm, and it's just raw beeswax, and it looks like this, and it smells like honey. You will also need a grater, unless your wax comes in chips. Mine didn't, so I will need to grate mine. So what you need to do is you need to lay out your wax wrap flat on your parchment paper covered baking sheet, and grate some wax on top of it, or spread the chips evenly. The reason why you need the parchment paper is because I tried to do one of these wraps on just like a raw baking tray, and what I found was when I was done with it, I couldn't get off the beeswax from the tray, so it just kind of stuck there. So I'm now stuck with a baking tray that is just dedicated to this process until I clean it properly. So spread your wax evenly across your fabric wrap and put it in the oven. And the oven shouldn't be more than about 60 degrees Celsius, of course, because the wax needs to melt pretty evenly, and it will only take about 5 minutes. Then, of course, using oven mitts, take out the baking tray and immediately take off your oven mitts and kind of get the corner of the wax wrap. Careful, it's hot, but not like impossibly hot. And lift it up and start fanning it. Start just like gently swaying it back and forth to let the wax cool. So once we are done fanning, there you go. You have your nice, newly refreshed wax wrap. It's very nice and sticky, and you can start wrapping stuff with it. If you have a bigger wrap, you need to then fold it in some kind of way. I folded mine here in half, and again, then spread a little bit more wax on top than you would on like a smaller wrap, and the rest of the process is the same. Spread the wax, put it in the oven, wait a few minutes, take it out, and fan it until it has cooled and you have a nice sticky wrap. These wraps are incredibly versatile. You can wrap fruit with them, you can wrap bowls with them, you can wrap cheese with them. You can do it in many different ways. Like I like to wrap my cheese just like I would like a little parcel. I like to wrap my fruit or vegetables in it as if I'm making like a little envelope like I'm showing right here. And of course you can also just simply put it on top while squeezing kind of the sides together along the bowl to cover up bowls. And as you can see, it's really strong. I have an orange in there and the orange is not falling out and I'm not even holding the wrap. So there you go. That is the recipe for refreshing your wax wraps. I hope this will give you something to do in your social isolation period. And remember, you can order online and it'll come to your house because all of the deliveries are usually still open. But do remember to try to order locally. Everything that I've mentioned, all the products, I will link down below, so go check them out in the links and you can order all your equipment from the links. So a lot of people in the zero waste community are actually of the opinion that beeswax wraps are not necessary, and it is true. You can just simply cover your bowl of whatever with a plate and put it in the refrigerator. However, I already had these when I decided to go onto this zero waste sustainability journey. These were one of the first swaps I've ever made from plastic to a reusable alternative without even having considered really that this is going to be like my channel and my purpose in life and everything else. This was just something that I saw, somebody told me about it, and I thought it was really, really cool, and I started using it. And ever since starting to use these, I have never gone back to using Ziploc bags. I even travel with these because, you know, it's really useful if you have like a piece of soap that you want to wrap or some kind of container that you're afraid might spill. This will contain all of that in your bag, depending on how well you wrap it. Remember, I said it in my Instagram that this time that we are kind of stuck inside really should be treated as a gift of time, and really you should try to spend time with your family, quality time with your family. You should learn a new skill or get to the things around your house that you never have time to get to. Don't forget to get dressed, brush your teeth, and put on your makeup if you wear makeup in the morning to make sure you feel as if your day is going as normally as possible, and stay sane, everyone. So thank you for watching once again, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi guys, welcome to my channel.